Hello Libra, welcome to your tarot reading for the month of September 2022. Now Libra, please remember that this is a general reading, so just take what resonates with you, so that at the same time, if the spirit leads you to this reading, even if it's already beyond September, there is a reason that the spirit has placed you here or brought you here. So just try to use your intuition to get the message that the universe would like you to have. Now let us try to see. Let us start with an oracle reading for you as we start the tarot reading. It says here, education. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. Okay, so it seems that the universe wants to teach you in the school of life, and your soul needs to receive some lessons from the spirit, from the divine, through your spirit guide also. You need to be more sensitive to the movements of the spirit, so that you will be able to make the best of the lesson that the spirit would like to teach you at this moment. Okay, now let us read some more message through the Moonology manifestation cards, and let us try to see what is the message of the spirit for you through this oracle. Okay, the message here is okay, new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so it's the same. Aquarius is an air sign, just like Libra. Okay, so yeah, it is related to the air sign. At the same time, here it's a new moon, so it means that it is a beginning of something. The new moon can symbolize something, a beginning of something new. And yes, it's as if that you are undergoing a new lesson in life that is to be guided by the spirit, and the invitation to you is to open up to change. Okay, so you open up, allow the spirit to guide you, so that you will be able to learn your lesson for this chapter in your life. Now let us try to continue now to the tarot reading for Libra for the month of September 2022. Okay. I have been traveling for quite some time now. That is why also there was a decrease in the amount of videos that I have been producing, but I tried to prepare in advance, so that every day you would still receive a certain video. And right now I'm in a place where it's a little bit close to the road, and so sometimes you will hear some extraneous sounds. We make the best of what we have right now, and hopefully we continue to have good readings despite of the environment that we have. Anyway, as long as we listen to the spirit, we will be able to get important messages that they want us to have. Okay, so so here in this level, or in this row, you will see what is actually happening in your physical world, things that you are aware of, things that is visible or tangible to you. Now this second level or lower level indicates those activities that are more in your emotions and in your subconscious mind. So sometimes you might be aware of it, but sometimes you are not also. Now these cards will help you to be to bring it to the surface, and at the same time, these are the messages from the universe, things that the universe would like you to be aware of. Okay, and it seems to be interesting right now. Here, the first row symbolizes your recent past. The second is the present moment, and the third one is the proximate future, or your possible future, if these things would continue. Okay, so you have the choice to change it. Everybody has the freedom of choice, so you can modify your direction if you are not satisfied with the direction that your life is heading towards. Okay, now it seems that in the recent past you have been busy balancing things, you know. I think not only in the physical realm. In the physical realm, you have these two stars that you have been trying to balance, no? And you are dancing at the same time. So it seems that you have been quite busy, not only in the physical realm, but also behind you, you see the sea. And when you look at the sea is also a little bit tumultuous, and it seems that the boats are trying to to balance themselves in the waves. No, I remember when we were traveling by sea using a banca, uh, we were being navigated by a very good pilot of the boat, and he is able to chart a course through the wavy sea, wherein the boat seems to be just gliding through it. And somehow, you see here the ships that are trying to glide through the waves. It's the same thing, no? So somehow in the recent past, you have been busy trying to balance affairs, external affairs, but at the same time also uh, trying to have a balanced interior journey or interior activity. And you were the high priestess in the recent past. The high priestess is somebody who is a master of the inner world, master of the inner journey. She is at the portal of the heart, where she can bring anybody uh, who goes to that portal into the inner world. So at the same time, yes, it seems that somehow in the recent past you have been very intuitive, and you are able to really journey constantly to your inner world, and you are able to establish here, you see, the balance between the dark and the light, the balance between the yin and the yang. You are able to be sensitive also to the cycles of the moon, and you are able to discover secrets. So it's really quite true that right now the universe is teaching you right now. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. It seems that from the recent past, the universe is already teaching you many things, and it's making you a still person despite of the many responsibilities that you're handling both in the physical and the inner world. You are able to create a certain stillness, the stillness of the high priestess, and you also have this certain aura of the king of pentacles, somebody who is in touch, who knows how to minister to his career or minister to the people he is serving. The king of pentacles is very productive. You see here there are a lot of vines growing around him, so, and he doesn't mind it. You see here again, it's when you look at it also, the king of pentacles seems to be crowded by a lot of vines and everything around it, but he seems to remain at peace. It's like you have a lot of responsibilities because of the productivity that you have been doing, and I think the productivity is a result of your inner life, a stable inner life. So somehow, as you get, there are a lot of weeds around. There are a lot of weeds along the surrounding the throne of the king, but when you look at the face of the king looks very peaceful, and the king seems to be in a contemplative mode, and he seems to be holding his pentacle with ease, and holding the scepter with ease. He is not affected by the vines that are surrounding him, and his kingdom seems to be flourishing. The castles behind him are very colorful. So it seems that you are very productive, and you have a lot of responsibilities and maybe preoccupations, but you are at peace. And I think the secret behind it is this contemplation that you have. You seem to be in touch, or you seem to have your career in your hand. And I guess in the present moment, you are now having the point of view of the hangman. The hangman looks at life in a different point of view. For example, he is able to change the point of view. For example, where other people might look at something as trouble, you look at it as an opportunity. When others look at it as a problem, you look at it as a possibility for a new solution. So you are able to look at things in a different light, and you are glowing. The head is glowing. It symbolizes that you are being guided by the spirit. And because of that, at this present moment in the physical realm, you are in a period of celebration. You are not the only one who is celebrating, but the people around you are also celebrating. So it seems that your productivity is benefiting also the people around you, and there is a certain form of stability in your life right now, both financially, and I feel also in the relationship. So for some of you who are married right now, or in a relationship, or have deep friendships, it seems that you are also able to have a balanced relationship wherein there is an equal give and take. Both of you, you look at these two figures, they are very, in the Two of Cups, you see both people are happily sharing what they have with each other. And you see here the masculine reaching out to the cup of the other, no? And the other, the women is sort of like waiting for the the masculine to give his cup. So you see here the interplay between the masculine and the feminine, but there is a willingness to equally share, and there's a beauty in it. So when you look at it, also when it comes to your relationship, it seems that you are having a certain balance in it, and you are celebrating life right now. So both in relationship and in career, it seems that things are going well for you. For those of you who are happily single, okay, it seems that you have a certain balance between your inner and outer self, and this can be symbolized also by the high priestess. Despite of the challenges you are facing, you are at peace, and there is an equal balance, giving and take, between your masculine and your feminine side. Nobody is predominating, both are contributing to the growth of your person. So it seems that yes, the universe is teaching you a new lesson in your spiritual growth, and you are a very good student. You are learning a lot from the spirit, and you are able to apply it into your life, because right now you have a very stable life and a very balanced one. Now in the near future, it seems that you will be on a journey. This can be a physical journey, or it can be further adventure in your spiritual journey. Okay, so it can be further journey towards something new. Okay, now it will give you some anxieties. It's normal to have some anxieties. The fear of the unknown is there. Okay, so for some of you, for those who are going to have a physical journey, especially if you're going to journey to another land, then it's going to give some anxiety, mental anxiety, which is expected right now. It's a challenge to remain peaceful like the high priestess when you are on the journey right now on traveling, because of you have to anticipate that every country have their different requirements because of the COVID crisis. Although the COVID crisis is slowly going down now, there are certain aspects that you also have to consider. The changes, everything, many changes are happening, so you need to anticipate the requirements of each country. So there are certain mental anxieties about it, but generally, despite of these mental anxieties, you generally have this composure of. So here we have the Six of Swords, which causes you on a journey, but at the same time anxiety. But you have the the peacefulness of the Queen of Pentacles and that of the Emperor. So you see here again balance between the yin and the yin and the yang. Both of them are queenly and kingly. Okay, so it seems that yeah, you are well composed. Again, the composure of the high priestess. Intuitively, you are very much composed, and then you are still continuing to be productive. I see here a child and here a bunny. So maybe in the near future you will be journeying with the child. For some of you, maybe you will be pregnant. For some of you, or maybe it will be just a journey with a child. A child will be accompanying you in a journey. It can be, or it can be a journey of a family. So it can be that for some of you, it is a family that is migrating your family, or maybe in the future. No, this one, the Four of Wands, can symbolize marriage also. So for some of you at the present moment, some of you might have just been married, and in the near future you will already have an offspring, a child, and then you might migrate together with your family, or go on a journey together as a family. And yeah, the more challenge there is, you know how it is when you travel with a child, there will be a lot of challenges also. But whichever energy you are, whether it is the feminine energy in this family, or the masculine energy in this family, both of you will be in control, or on top of the situation. You are like the emperor and the queen. You are composed, you are peaceful, and you are wise also. The king here, when you look at the emperor looks at things in an askewed way. He has an askewed kind of glance, which is he is very discerning with everything or everyone that he encounters. So he is, at the same time, he has good boundaries. You see here, the emperor has a lot of armor, so he is a person with good boundaries. No, I don't know which were which of you is here, no, or it can be just one person. No, for those who are happily single, you are able to balance the yin and the yang. So you have good boundaries, but at the same time you are productive and tender and care as the Queen of Pentacles, no, and you are very productive at the same time. But for here, what I see is stability, calmness, peace amidst all the activities that is happening in the world, and open up to change. Okay, so uh, don't be too troubled by the journey. I feel that your journey will be very successful. It will lead to more prosperity, to more stability, and just open up to change. Allow the spirit to handle things. One of the challenges in life is to learn to let go and let God, or let go and let the spirit. Sometimes we try to the what the world teaches us sometimes is that we should be on top of the situation. We should control the situation. But sometimes what is needed for us is to allow the spirit to be the one in charge of the situation, and we just go with the flow. When we do that, there is lesser tension and there is lesser worry, because you know that the universe has your back and the universe will provide for all your needs. Now let us try to get more oracle messages from the oracle cards. Let's see what the spirit wants us to know through the oracle cards. Okay. Synchronicities. Okay, so yeah, part of the indication or indicators that you are being guided by the spirit, and the spirit is teaching you new lessons in life, is that there will be synchronistic events happening in your life. Events that are sort of like being put together. It's like beads that are being put together into one string of events. No, it says here, allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. Okay, so the spirit is teaching you a new lesson. Be aware of the synchronistic events that are teaching you. It's like a guiding hand tapping you so that you will continue in the right direction. And at the same time, it is also an assuring hand that touches you by the shoulder and tells you you are in the right direction and you are learning what we want you to learn. Okay. Unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. So yes. So you are being taught by the spirit to trust him more, to be less in control of your life, and to be more in the receptive mode, allowing the guiding hand of the spirit to lead the way. The void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. Okay, so sometimes an addiction can just be a symptom of something that is much deeper, a certain void, a certain emptiness within you, and somehow we try to cover that void or that emptiness within us by something, an addiction. It's like putting a band-aid on a wound. Okay, so it seems that the spirit is teaching you to allow the spirit to fill up the void that is within your life, to be more receptive. You see here the hangman. The hangman is feeling a little bit more helpless, but he is entrusting himself to the spirit, and the spirit is guiding him. It's the same with you. As you undergo new lessons in life, you discover certain voids, certain emptiness within you that needs to be filled up by the spirit. The universe hates vacuum. So allow the universe to fill up the vacuums in your life. Allow it to fill up the vacuums in your life so that you will be healed from bad habits and also from certain addictions that you have been using, you might have used in the past, in order to cover the void or the pain that you are suffering. So maybe also now that you are being taught by the universe, as you grow, allow the universe also to heal you of your addictions and your bad habits. It is time for you also to address your shadow, the shadow part of your life, to recognize it as part of you and to offer it to the spirit so that the spirit can fill up the void in you. So aside from learning new lessons from the universe, it seems that the universe is also inviting you to undergo shadow working. Shadow working is a little bit more challenging. It takes time, no? But the spirit will teach you. First, the spirit will allow you, might bring you to certain situations. So for some of you, you might undergo certain tower moments so that you will be aware, oops, there is this aspect in my life that I need to address, okay? And you just allow the spirit to guide you. It says here, unwavering faith, you are being asked to have faith in the unseen. Let the spirit teach you how to go through the process of healing. Obsession. It is time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Okay, get out of your head of all the cards that we have right now, this is the one only with the sword, no? The one only with the sword. The sword somehow symbolizes preoccupations of the mind. And you see here, it is in front of the boat. So as you go through your journey, it seems that, yeah, a part of you still want to be on top of the situation. You want to make sure that everything is free so that your journey will be fine. It's as if the universe is teaching you to trust less on your ego or your own capacity and learn to allow the Holy Spirit or the Spirit to take care of things for you. It's you need to learn to increase more in faith and allow and be more in the receptive mode. Take this spirituality of thankfulness, to be thankful that the Spirit is giving you, thankful of the things that the Spirit gives you every moment of your life. When you are able to be aware of the good things that the Spirit does in your life, you are less afraid of what the future comes, because you know that the Spirit is taking care of everything in your life. So it's this thankfulness. When you see the Spirit giving you something, immediately say thank you. When the situation gets solved, say thank you. Be aware of it, because every time you are constantly aware that the Spirit is providing you things and you are grateful with these gifts that the Spirit is giving you, the more you develop in faith, because you know that the Spirit will take care of your ways and that you need not have to worry. So you are being taught by the Spirit to trust more the promptings of the Spirit in your heart and to rest your mind a little bit more. Okay, so do not worry too much about certain things. When I remember, there's this person that when this person has a problem, the person will go before the divine and will tell them, Lord, we have a problem, can you solve it for me? Okay, it's the same for us, no? When you have certain challenges, don't forget to present it to the divine and allow the divine to solve it for us. It's not being lazy, it's learning to trust more, because oftentimes the divine sees certain things that we fail to see. So they are able to know which is the best path towards the success or towards success. So these are the things that we can see in your reading for the month of September, Libra. So Libra, you need to trust more the divine. Yeah, the Libra tends to want to balance things, no? So there's a tendency for you to rely very much on the mind, but the balance can also be achieved through the heart and through the Spirit. Okay, so learn to let go and let the Spirit. Well, I hope that you are able to find some inspiration, Libra, from this card reading, and I hope to see you again in our next reading. Until that time, may the Lord continue to bless your ways.